Thanks for stopping by the channel today. My name is Sandy, and in today's video, we are going to be doing a lot of work around the house. We're going to go outside and get that outdoor space together for the fall season. I have a very small deck, but I am going to spruce it up or whatever for the season, so I'm excited about that. And then I've got some projects going on inside the house, and some of which I've talked about quite a bit over here on the channel if you've been watching, so I've got an update on that, so I'm excited about that. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started because we got a lot of stuff to do today. Thanks for stopping by. Let's go. We're going to go ahead and get started on the outdoor space, and it's very early in the morning because it gets so hot here, so I try to get an early start out here. But I'm starting off by putting a new garden flag. I love these little flags here. They just add a little pop of color. This one was only, I think, $3.99, either $2.99 or $3.99 off of Amazon. And then this was what was left of my plant from the summer, so I kind of pulled out the dead ones, and I'm going in with some faux greenery that I had. I just want to keep some greenery going out here, and I don't want to invest in more plants. So this is a perfect way to kind of extend the life of your plants. Just stick some faux plants down in there to kind of supplement what's left of the live plants, and fake it till you make it. It is perfectly fine. But this way I'll have color out here all season one, even once it gets, to the colder months where the live one will pass away, that'll still be there. I did also purchase some live mums, and these are in this like rust color that I love. I had a hard time finding these this year too, but I did find them at Aldi of all places. They were $6.99 at Aldi, and I did not think that was a bad price at all. I did start off with giving them a good soak from the bottom, which was what people say will help them to survive longer. So I did that, and I just think they're so pretty. Now this is a faux plant. I got this from Amazon. I will link it in the description box below. And yeah, I just stuck it down in here. I had live flowers in there. They died, and that's what I did with that space. They blend in perfectly with the live mums, and I just think they're pretty. I've had this little orb sphere for whatever for several years, and it's in the orange color, so perfect for what I'm doing out here. So here's my other mum. I'm going to just place it back here. I just love the pops of color that are out here in this space. I do have some vegetables planted in my other pots that you see that look empty. There's some seeds planted in there, so hopefully those will start to pop up later. This rug here I've had for a little while. It's time to go ahead and retire that. I found this little pretty rug here that blends in perfectly with the colors at Ross, and it was $7.99. It's a little bit smaller than the other one, and this deck definitely could use some power washing, but I'm not going to be doing that this time of year. So we're just going to take this off and put it on here and make it work. Now, every spring I come out, I do power washing and get all this space real pretty for the season, but I use it very little because for the last couple years, it has been too hot to be out here. I mean, just super, super hot. So I really haven't been able to enjoy my outdoor space. This is the time of year that I can enjoy it. So I'm excited to get it refreshed and everything for the fall season, because this is the time that I'll be spending lots of time out here, sitting out here, because the days are getting a lot better as it relates to the temperature, and I am so, so happy for that. So now that I have this back all together, I'm going to go to the front and do a small refresh on my the front of my home. So I just took my rug here and I just kind of shook it out. Like I said, I'm not doing any major cleaning because we're getting ready to go through some nasty weather as it relates to leaves falling and a lot of rain or whatever. So I'm not going to worry about it. We're just going to refresh it a little bit, and then I'm putting that same mat back down. I love layering my rugs on my front porch. So that's what I've done here. And they had those little check layering rugs at Aldi the other week on sale. They come out every year, so that's where I typically will get them. So this is another day that I found these mums at Costco. They were really big. I think they were $16.99. I normally would not get yellow because I'm just not a fan of them. They look like dandelions to me, but I did go ahead and pick them up because they were so full and I felt they will really pop from the street. So that was a good thing. They didn't have the rust ones, which is the ones that I would have preferred, but they did have these deep burgundy, and they had some in kind of like a fuchsia color, but I did not think they would pop as much from the curb, so I did opt for the yellow. So I've got these lanterns that I've had for a little while. Got them at Ross a few months ago, and I've gone on and put some candles in here with on the timer to put those on the porch to kind of finish off this space. I don't do a lot out here, but I do like to have a little bit of curb appeal for the fall season. So I think this is nice. I'm waiting for the landscapers to come and get these leaves up. But in the meantime, I did add a second mum out here just to add a little bit more color to the landscaping. And that's pretty much all that I am doing in this area. But I think it looks nice. Now, back when I hung my curtains originally here, I hung them kind of like the normal way, I would say. I didn't hang them all the way up to the ceiling. I also did not consider that when you're buying curtain rods, you need to consider the weight of your curtain. So over the years, I've hung velvet curtains, very heavyweight curtains, and so my curtain rods were starting to get a little bow in them. So I had to get new curtain rods that could accommodate the heavy weight, and I decided at this time to go ahead and raise them all the way up to the top, because that kind of elongates your room and draws your eye up and all of the things when you have a smaller space. So that's what I'm doing here with the curtains in my living room. So just finally getting those done. I also had some damage where one of the curtain rods had actually come away from the wall, you know, the drywall or whatever. So just kind of getting those things fixed. The curtain rods that I picked up were just off of Amazon, nothing special, but just something that I knew would meet the weight requirement that I needed to when I switch out my curtains to my heavier curtains. So yeah, that's it. All right, so now it's time for the unboxing. Let's go ahead and see what we got. Now, this is not a sponsored video. This is a chair that I purchased with my own money. I've been looking for this for quite a while, and I found the chair that I loved, and it was at Z Gallery, but the price was not affordable. So I continued to look around, but that chair just stayed on my mind, and I'm happy that I was able to find a cheaper version of that chair at Ashley Furniture. So that's what we're doing here, is unboxing it so that you can see what I'm talking about. This chair from Ashley Furniture is called the Kennedy swivel chair, and it's beautiful and it's perfect for this spot. It's smaller in scale, which is what I said I needed. And so I really like that about it. And it is very, very comfortable. So that is an added plus. All right, so we're a week in with the chair, and I must say it's very, very comfortable. I'm happy about that. I do use it a lot with the ottoman just to kind of elevate my feet or whatever. But other than that, I would say it's perfect. And where I said I did not want a swivel chair, I was so wrong on that. This thing is so perfect for looking at TV, or if I have guests on the sofa, turning this way. And another thing that I've been doing is turning towards the window when the blinds are open and just kind of enjoying the outdoor space. So I really, really have to eat my words when I say I definitely did not want a swivel chair because a swivel chair is exactly what I needed for this space. But anyway, now we're gonna move right on to my next project. And this really isn't a project, but I just wanted to share this. So we're going into the what I call the sniffle season, where you just need more tissues around. And so I found this little case here just so that you don't have to have a little tissue box around, just to kind of make things look a little bit more cohesive. I decorate with a lot of black, so this was the perfect color for me. I picked this up off of Amazon. I'll link it in the description box below, but I thought it was super cute just to kind of put your tissue in there and display it wherever you're going to put it, on your bathroom counter or your bedside table or whatever. It just beats looking at a puffs box. That's all. This is also another favorite time of the year for me, and that's when the eucalyptus comes out at Trader Joe's. I usually pick this eucalyptus up, and I like to decorate with it in the bathroom, just kind of put it in the bathroom. It gives off a wonderful scent. It looks really nice and spa-like, so I really like to do that during this time of year. And eucalyptus is typically $2.99, $3.99 a bunch, and it lasts a good long while. So I had shared a couple videos ago that I'm preparing for guests in my home. And so I'm just going to share a little something that I got to put out for my guests that are coming today, actually. So let me go ahead and show you that. I did a refresh of both of my guest bedrooms about a week or two ago. I shared it over on the channel. If you've not seen that video, definitely check that out. But anyway, the guests are arriving finally. And so I have prepared these little gift bags here. I just got these little bags off of Amazon. They're just some little plastic type bags with a little snap on them. And I'm just putting some stickers on them that the kids had just because it's just a plain bag. But I've got some little toiletry items, some foot masks, some room spray, you know, things like that. And I shared also that I like to put out my guest towels. I put a little piece of candy here and some water for my guests. So just to kind of make them feel special. So I've got a little bag for this room as well, just some little personal items or whatever, just so that they can have a kind of like boutique hotel feel while visiting my home. And these are my sister cousins coming, so this is family, you know. But I just like to like make them feel special because I'm so excited whenever we can get together. I went to Ross the other day and bought something that I did not need. I have so many coasters around the house, but these were so pretty. They're marble, and you can see they kind of have some interesting stone-like features to it, and I just love them. They were $6.99 for this set of 4 coasters, so I got them, and I decided to take these plain black ones off of my coffee station and just kind of put them right there. Now, I don't like the way that they look with my decorative napkins there, so I'm gonna move those napkins to the other side just so that they're not like clashing off of each other. But I love these new little coasters. They are so, so cute, and coasters is just such a cute little thing to change up. Well, that's really all I have. Like I said, we were just doing some things around the house. I got a lot accomplished in anticipation of my guests coming, so I'm excited about that. I got the outdoor done. I got my new chair in just in time for guests to come. I've got the new little things set out, new little coasters set out, all the little things that I've done around here. I am so excited. But anyway, I hope that you have enjoyed today's video. I hope that you got some type of inspiration for, you know, tips or things that you might want to do preparing for your guests or doing updates to your home, whatever. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Also, leave me a comment below. Let me know what part of the video inspired you most, or if you have any tips, I would love to hear from you as well. Also, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything to do so. It's one of the few things in life here that are free these days. Hit that subscribe button, hit that post notification bell, and then you will be notified each time I upload additional videos, which is twice a week. I try to upload on Mondays and Wednesdays. What else we need to say here? And also to my returning family members, thank you so, so much for your support. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope to see you all over here on my next one. Bye-bye.